reflect the views and opinions of News Talk 1450 WOL, Radio 1 Incorporated, or their management.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I tell you, it is another awesome morning here at the C. Allen Morning Show. I tell you, it's C. Allen and Trendy Lindy is on assignment. She's in Jamaica. Yes, indeed. Lord, I said, Trendy Lindy, what are you doing in Jamaica? But anyway, Trendy Lindy, she's on assignment in Jamaica. We're going to bring something back really good for all of our listeners. We sent her there. There's something going on really big in the beauty industry in Jamaica. So we sent Trendy there, and today we welcome in the studio. I tell you, he was the former salon division manager. He's now the executive assistant, my executive assistant for the C. Allen Salons and Spas and C. Allen Systems, Mr. Rashawn Broadnex. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right, everybody, listen here. Now, Rashawn is a stylist. We got a lot of stuff to talk about and not a lot of time. But listen, let me first of all thank you to all of the listeners, and you know who you are, who donated and came out on this past Sunday. Rashawn, I tell you, I had an awesome time on yesterday in the auditorium of the Bennett Career Institute. It was the fundraiser fashion hair show in honor of Washington Hospital Center.
Yes, we had a wonderful time last night. It was great to see so many people come out in support of the Bennett Career Institute as we give back to Washington Hospital Center Cancer Institute. We put on some awesome presentations from little kids all the way up through our senior instructors. It was a wonderful time.
Let me tell you something. If you're my friend on Facebook, Chet Beauty King Bennett, you need to go on Facebook and check out some of those pictures. But when I tell you, Rashawn, we had an awesome time. I want to definitely say to all of our listeners first, the auditorium at the Bennett Career Institute seated about 175 people. We had standing room only in the balcony area as well as all around the auditorium because you came out and you supported. Not only did we exceed our number, our goal was to raise $1,000. The tickets was just $100. The tickets was just $10. Not only did we exceed our number, Rashawn, but to see all those people around the room, and then most importantly, what happened on the main stage. Well, let me just say this. First of all, we at the Bennett Career Institute, we train our students on how to give back. We train them, not only are they going to be awesome stylists and make money behind the chair, but it doesn't matter how much you make if you don't give back to the community. This show, the C. Allen Morning Show, is based on fashion, beauty, entertainment, but really it's all about how we can give back. That's why we offer discount services. Our topic today, when a hairstylist or barber offer a deal, do you think something is wrong? Is it a gimmick? Awesome work for discounted prices. 1-800-450-7876, 1-800-450-7876. I want to know, have you had a have you had a discounted service, and what did you think about that? I want to hear from you this morning. But before we go into all of that, let me get back to the show really quickly. The show, everyone, I tell you, it was a phenomenal event. I think that, first, Miriam Randall, the director of the Washington Hospital Center Cancer Institute, she was there on the front and center. What we do is God had given me the 3W project, which is Wigs for Wonderful Women. Here at the Bennett Career Institute, we make hand-sewn wigs, and we prepare them, we cut and style them on the cancer patients, and that's our day of pampering. So we feed them, we make wigs for them, and we make them feel really, really special. And all the proceeds that we raise, we are giving them gift cards for food and gift cards for Metro Smart cards. That is what they requested this year at the Washington Hospital Center Cancer Institute. So our students came out and did a fabulous job. Rashawn, what presentation stuck out most to you?
To me, I would definitely have to say the children's presentation, which was from our freshman class headed by the instructor, Ms. Dominique Ladson. It was just wonderful to see so many small children come together and hit the runway and actually model, and the hairstyles were awesome. They created these awesome hair pieces in the shape of ribbons in different colors, you know, and these are things that we usually see on adults at hair shows, you know, the big fantasy hair pieces, but to see this on a child who may have been 2 and 3 years old, it was wonderful.
That's right.
It was absolutely wonderful.
I think for me, I think the little kids, everybody was great. But the barbers, to me, was outstanding. I tell you, the barbers between that Mr. Bimbo and that Brown and
Miss Hemsley,
all of them did. And I know they listened this morning. Yours truly, Mr. Bennett, your leader, is proud of you. You all did an outstanding job on yesterday. And I tell you, for the clients and all our friends that are listening today, that's why it's important for you to come out and for you to share in the activities that we do for the Sea Island Morning Show and the Bennett Career Institute. So it was an awesome event. I definitely want to say that first we want to give a shout out. Happy birthday, Micheline Bowman, Fox 5. Today is her birthday. Clark Vincent, celebrity makeup artist to the stars. His birthday is today. And Crystal Waters, la la dee da da da. Happy birthday, Crystal Waters, Micheline Bowman, and Clark Vincent. All right, everyone. If you haven't been to our website, it's www.calanmorningshow.com. SeaIslandMorningShow.com. On there, we just released the 2013 the Celebrity Makeup Symposium information. We are starting to register people now. The makeup conference is from May 3rd until the 6th. Next year, not only are we doing an awards banquet, but we're also going to New York City.
Yes. This year we decided to do something very different.
For next year.
2013. Very different, very special, to take a trip up to the New York Makeup Show. So usually we have 3 days of classes, but we're going to do 2 days this year. And then on the final day, we're going to all get on a bus and a chartered bus and head up to New York City for the day to attend classes in New York. So that should be very exciting.
Exactly. So not only do you get the 8 classes for the weekend and certification, but we're also going to go up to New York City. All of that information is on the website, either BennettCareerInstitute.org or CALANMorningshow.com. You have that information. Now, I also wanted to send a special thank you. Today, we're talking about discounts. You know, why are clients leery when the prices are so low? We're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about the lady who came into the salon and she wanted a full sewn-in weave for $100, and Rashawn said, no, ma'am. We're going to talk about all of that today when we come back from break. But let me just tell you this, everyone. I wanted to send a special shout out to the Sea Island Signature Salon at 705 Florida Avenue. All of you been hearing me for the last maybe 2 months talking about the 50% special, the tribute to the working women. That is over. That is over. That ended on yesterday on the 18th. So you'll not hear me talk about the Sea Island Signature Salon again doing their 50% off. That is our headquarters, our flagship salon. Out of all the salons, that is where you can go and get the products from yours truly. We're on the corner of 7th and Florida Avenue, Georgia Avenue in Florida, right there. And that special is over. So I want to send a big shout out to all of the clients who came out for their free hydration station, for their services, all of that. We appreciate all of you very much for coming to our program. The main reason why we did that, Rashawn, we did that because, one, as the beauty king, I'm tired of going around and seeing women with their hair all tore up. So what we decided to do was I literally begged our stylists to listen to me and the vision to do half off so we can try to get as many people in our chairs as possible to give them some awesome services. And that is what took place at the 705 Florida Avenue location. So the manager there, Elizabeth Tink, as well as Acia and all of the people there, we thank you for doing those 50% off to Shell, Sable, all of you. We really appreciate that. Now, when we come back from break, what we're going to do is we're going to go directly into this Black Friday's coming up, so we want to talk about discounts. awesome work with discounted services. You know, we want to go into what happened last year, what's going to take place this year. And we also have some Black Saturday specials. You know, Bennett Career Institute will be closed on Friday. And then we have a new salon that is going to be offering the 50% off, no longer at Florida Avenue. All right, this is yours truly, C. Allen here. We got a great show planned for you. We want you to call me, 1-800-450-7876. We want to talk about discount prices, but awesome services. Give us a call. We'll be right back after these messages. All right.
Good morning. This is Rashawn, and welcome back to the C. Allen Morning Show. This morning we're talking about receiving awesome pricing for, awesome services for discounted prices. We're talking to people and stylists who render awesome services for discounted prices in the salon. Today, I'm going to start off by talking about an experience I had this weekend with a young lady who came into the salon, and she requested a weave for $100. Now, I was in the process of doing a weave, so she walked into the salon because she saw me doing a weave on a young lady, and she asked how much are our weaves. So I told her I was rendering a service, rendering a great price of $200 for my weave services right now, which is a discount from what we offer in the salon. The salon weave price is $300. So she says, oh, wow, well, that's a lot of money. So I said, well, you'll get an awesome full weave. It does not include the hair, but it's an awesome service. Come on in, let's try it. She says, no. Well, what about $100? So I said, I'm sorry, no, I cannot do the full weave for $100. So needless to say, she says, I'll come back, which is absolutely fine. But I felt confident and comfortable saying that I would not do that weave for $100. Number one, because I believe that my time that I would spend doing the weave is worth a little bit greater than $100.
Oh, pause right there, Rashawn. We're gonna go straight to the phone line, but we got to get back to this because I want to talk about this in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if she made it to Jamaica or not, but we got Trendy Lindy. She's on assignment. She's doing a beauty assignment. Trendy Lindy, where are you?
Good morning, everyone. Hello, C. Allen. Is the Transformer in the studio with you?
No. The Transformer isn't here. We haven't even told our listeners about that.
I gotta open my big mouth.
Yeah, that's okay. Now, that's what happens when you're on the plane to Jamaica. Are you there, or are you on your way there?
No, I'm actually in Fort Lauderdale. We're actually getting ready to board, but I wanted to call in and say hello to everyone, and I miss you. I didn't want the Transformer trying to take my spot, but I wanted to say hello to everyone and happy Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you on Monday.
Exactly. Now, I tell you, I don't know what we're going to do, Trendy, because Alonzo, Count, none of the people going to be here Monday, but we're going to work it out the best way we can. But, Trendy, you have an awesome trip in lovely Jamaica. And remember, you are not Stella trying to get your groove back.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. And make sure that you're back live and in living color in the studio. All of the fans miss you. Trendy, really quickly before you go, what was your favorite routine last night at our charity event for Washington Hospital Center Cancer Institute? What was your favorite one?
Oh my goodness, C. Allen, it was so phenomenal. I did not expect the show that we had. The senior barber class did a phenomenal job with the Temptations, the Drifters.
Yes.
They threw me in it, made me rub some oil on
Trendy, and Trendy, and that's what instead of the Transformer, we got Rashawn in the studio, and Rashawn said that you was going to say the barbers because you was rubbing all on them, Trendy.
I saw you last night about to fall out your chair rubbing all on that man. I said she should be ashamed of herself.
That barber had a check on him. Go ahead, barber. But anyhow, and also I enjoyed every last one of them. Miss Latton's class, Miss Arnold, Miss Branch, they did a phenomenal job. I am so proud of everyone. I can't wait for the reunion show.
Exactly. All right, Trendy. Well, listen, you have a wonderful time. And you have a safe trip, and I'll see you on Friday. I'll try to save you a little peach cobbler.
Please, save Bring some food now. See you, Mr. Broadneck. Y'all have a good great weekend. One.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, everyone. That was Trendy Lindy. She called in from Fort Lauderdale. She's on her way to Jamaica, calling herself, getting her groove back. But let's get back to Rashawn. Now, today, everyone, we're talking about awesome prices at discounted rates. And my question is, I'm trying to understand a couple of things. One, why do you feel like, and listen, I know some of your clients are going to get a little upset today, so we don't want you to get too upset, because the thing is that we offer discount services almost every week on the Sea Island Morning Show. Many of you make appointments, don't show. Some of you just don't show, period. Some of you don't even take advantage of it. And then we had a client who came in, and she wanted that $100 weave. She wanted that $100 weave. And Rashawn said no. So I'm trying to understand why so $100. You didn't see the value in $100 bill, Rashawn? And the reason why I'm saying this is because I want clients to understand, because a lot of clients, they always want a deal. They always want a special. You know, me and Acia was talking, and I did a blast for her. And she said the same client that always respond to the blast because it was a deal. So what was the issue with you not being able to do that for that price? And I'm going to tell you, and it's so funny you said that, because I met a lady. She couldn't call in today from New Jersey, and she does full sewn in weaves for $100. And a client came in to the signature for you, and you said that you wouldn't do it for $100.
Well, see, Alan, I'm glad you mentioned that lady from New Jersey, because you know I'm from New Jersey.
Okay.
And the pricing there is totally different. You know, here we have the roller wrap, and we charge $45 for the roller wrap. Do you know how much we charge in New Jersey for a roller wrap?
$20.
We charge $10. Some places charge $8. When I was home the last time, I begged my mother to pull over the car so I could take a picture of this salon window that said the $8 doobie. So it's not a matter of charging, so much an issue of charging less, but it's where you are.
Okay, and Marcy Walker, who owns Manor Walker Braidery, she just emailed us in saying that I have given discounted service based on individual circumstances or need. I would never negotiate my set prices with a client.
Absolutely.
So you feel the same way?
I wholeheartedly believe that.
Okay. So now how do you know that the lady wasn't in need?
Well, it was the feeling that I got when she came in. She asked me how much it was, and between coming up with the $100, there was like that little haggle of, well, why is it so much, and you know, this, that, and the third. So you get a feeling of the client when they come in the door and they start to ask particular questions. Now, I have never been one to not offer specials. I've offered special pricing since I started as a hairstylist. I started in the area of Howard University.
But you know, I have a problem with clients that go from shop to shop, special to special, discount to discount. And the only reason why I'm going to say that is because, and I know you saying, well, what's wrong with that, Sea Island? And there are places where you can go and always get a deal. A prime example, the Bennett Career Institute. Of course, we have our senior clinic floor that's open. We offer discounted prices to the community every day of the week because all services are done by supervised students. But what I don't like is how clients go from salon to salon. Whenever they see a special or discount, they run in that person's chair. To me, I think it is crucial. You got to remember that a lot of stylists use different products, and a lot of stylists was trained differently.
Absolutely.
So what's important is it's important that you find one person that is going to do your hair well, a hair care specialist who's going to take care of you, know the texture of your hair, know how easy it is to break it down, know how well it is to bring body, bounce, excitement, all kinds of stuff to your hair. And yeah, you can have excitement in your hair.
Absolutely.
And what's important is to find that one particular person and stop shop hopping and going around. One of the things that we try to do at our Sea Island salons and spas, we're not asking to be the main salon for you if that's the case. What we're saying to everyone is that you do need a backup. You need at least one other person that if your stylist isn't there or isn't available or too busy, that you can come in and get the same quality service.
Absolutely. What you're saying is consistency.
Yes.
And that is most important. I look at the clients that I've had from the beginning, and when they came, the different issues that they were facing in regards to their hair, and looking at them now 6 and 7 years later at the hair, the state of the hair has totally changed, but that is because they've come to me consistently.
That's right.
And allowed me to create a regimen for them to rebuild the health of the hair.
Exactly. And a lot of times what people have to understand is when you get someplace, to me, you need to stay there. It's almost like going to a doctor. Do we have 5, 6 different doctors doing the same thing?
Absolutely not.
We do not. So it's the same thing when it comes to the beauty industry, making sure that you go to someone that is going to properly take care of you. Now, one of the things that we often talk about is we talk about the 50% special. We're no longer doing it at the Signature Salon, but we're proud to announce that our 2100 Martin Luther King location is now offering the 50% special, and they are entitled the Transformers. So we're going to start that series on Transformers. You need to make sure that you go to the SeaIslandMorningShow.com website. Right now, it's on the Chet Beauty King page, and that is Miss Katina Rayford. She got Beautified Transformation from Dr. Rayford. When I tell you, a lady came to her. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see her name is Aisha. And we have on here Aisha's pic from the very beginning. She's natural, and she was wearing it in a ponytail. Her hair has really grown down her back. She wanted a haircut, and what she did was she took some household scissors and cut her own hair, which was crazy. And what Katina did was she came in, her hair was matted, her hair was very brittle. She said to us that she haven't had her hair done in 8 years. A school teacher. She came to Katina Rayford at the Martin Luther King location, and if you could see what she did to her, she used the extra cleansing shampoo, deep argan mask conditioner. She used the hydration station. Then she did a silk press, and she cut her hair in layers. You have to see this awesome style on the Chet Beauty King Bennett website. What I'm telling you is Martin Luther King, we're no longer doing it at 705. Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue is now doing the 50% off on all services. What we're offering this week is the free hydration station. This is for all of my people that's in Maryland and all of my people that's in Southeast, Northeast. And if it's very convenient for you to go over to the 2100 location right across the street from the Big Chair. And the funny thing is that, yes, and we're going to talk about this after break, there are professionalism and professional stylists in Southeast. I'm tired of y'all talking about Southeast. Every time y'all hear Southeast, y'all think of ghetto, confusion, chaos, killing, murders, all that. We're going to put all of that rumors, all that foolishness to a rest. This is Sea Island Morning Show. We're sitting here with Rashawn Broadnex. We're going to come back, and we're talking about awesome prices, awesome work at discounted prices. We'll be right back. All right. Yes, indeed. We're back here. All right. Another segment of the Sea Island Morning Show. If you're just tuning in, what we're talking about is we're talking about clients today. Clients who come in for discounted services, but they get awesome work at discounted prices. One of the things, Rashawn, I wanted to know from you as a stylist is, how do you feel about the clients who become very leery when they see certain specials? Let me just share this with you, everyone. Rashawn used to work at the 923 U Street location. The 923 U Street location has barbers and stylists there. It's right across from the subway station. And we put up a $9.23 wet set special. Catch it. Get it. $9.23, $9.23 wet set. You would think that the line would have been around the corner, down the street, across the river, across the bridge. When I tell you that was one of the worst campaigns that we've ever done, because I'm assuming that people just thought something had to be wrong because it was $9.23. Talk to me, Rashawn.
Well, absolutely. I think a lot of people were very leery of that special because it was too good to be true. And, we think when it's too good to be true, something is absolutely wrong.
So you think that's what it was? You think that the part of the problem was it was only $9.23?
I think that definitely was the case. We would get a lot of people to come in the door, and they would inquire about it and ask if it was really true. What were we doing? We told them that it was in reference to the address, and the salon had just opened, but they were not really apt to sit down for the service. They would say, "Oh, okay," and then they would go on about their way. So we did not have a lot of people to come in for the servicing, but they would inquire. So it would spark some type of interest. They just wouldn't come for the service.
All right, everybody, if you're just listening, I'm live on the air. This is the C. Allen Morning Show. Today we're talking about awesome work at discounted prices. Why do some people get leery when it comes to discounts? They feel that, I'm thinking that maybe they feel that there's a gimmick of some sort. I'm not sure. I'm thinking that maybe they feel that, I don't know, because I'm thinking that, when we go to other nationalities, when we go to the Korean places and we see a full set for $15.99, we run in there. So I'm not understanding.
I don't know anything about
okay. Okay, very good.
But you know what? One thing I do want to say is when you're offering a discount, one thing you have to do is really work hard to admonish the client to receive the service and really let them know that you are going to provide the best possible service that they can get, because a lot of times the specials are door openers. It's to get the person in the door and to get them used to what you can provide for them. So once you get them in, yes, you get them in for that $9.23, but it's your job as the stylist after that to really wow them so that they would come back. Now, unfortunately, a couple of the people that we did do with that special, they had a wonderful time, awesome service, but they did not come back when they found out what the regular price was.
Okay. Well, I do believe that we're going to have some people that are going to come in for the 50% off transformation specials at the 2100 Martin Luther King, and they may not return again, because those are the kind of people that's always looking for a special. So they come out when there's some kind of special, some kind of deal. What I think is important is it's important for us to get people in the chair so they can see great professionalism and good work, and then let that be the judge. Let them decide, what's important. Most times, when people offer specials, it is to get you in the door so they can treat you really well, so hopefully you can become a client of the salon. Now, what we're doing this week at the 2100 Martin Luther King, we're offering the free hydration station along with the 50% off. Now, did you hear what I said? 50% off on any service plus the free hydration station. 2100 Martin Luther King is plenty of parking across the street. This is where the big chair is, right off the highway. So, Rashawn, talk to us about, a lot of clients always say, what is the hydration station? Because I know you offer that at the Signature.
I do. And I would say to any person who is not familiar with it, please go online and do a little research. It's an awesome service to offer to a client, especially at this time.
You done said awesome about 20 times on the show.
Awesome.
Lord have mercy. Go ahead.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome.
But
am I awesome? Your boss? Dead silence. Never dead silence on the air, sir.
But in reference to the hydration station, that's what we call it at the C. Allen Salons and Spas. But it's really a steam treatment. A lot of salons, it's gaining a lot of popularity with a lot of salons. But this time of year, it's really important because this is the time of year, winter, between fall and winter, where our skin starts to dry out. And it's a wonderful way to impart moisture back into your scalp and really open up the cuticle of the hair to allow whatever conditioning agents, whatever treatments that your stylist is providing you to really penetrate the hair and restore that health. So it's wonderful. It's a wonderful service. If you have an opportunity, especially since it's free, take the opportunity to go to the salon and have a treatment done.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you, it's important that you do the hydration station. It's because the season is changing. and we're starting to wear hats, and we're starting to have scarves on our head, and it's important that we put hoods on our heads and all of that. And it's important because what's going to happen is your hair's going to dry out. You have to have something. It's just like you have to take your car in, check that oil, the antifreeze, all that. It's the same thing with your hair. It is so important. If you can't come to the 2100 Martin Luther King, we have Rashawn is also styling at the Signature Salon. His number is 202-321-3046. Again, 202-321-3046. It's important. That's only if you can't get to Southeast. We prefer that you go to the Southeast Salon because they're doing the 50% off. Rashawn is not doing 50% off, but he is offering the hydration station. Now, let's go to the phone line. We have Henrietta on the line. Henrietta, good morning.
Yes, good morning, C. Allen.
Well, let me just tell you.
And Rashawn.
Good morning.
Let me just say this before you get started out, because I have a question. Well, one, I just want to thank you for your donation. Henrietta Robinson is awesome, and she donated to our 3W project for Washington Hospital Center Cancer Institute. What we're going to do is, Henrietta, we're doing a double whammy. Not only are we doing Washington Hospital Center, but we're also going to give a check on tomorrow to the Wanda Austin House. And what we're trying to do is, those were our two charities that we did last year, and we never made enough. We didn't make enough for Wanda Austin House, but this year we're able, with your donation, we're able to continue to raise that money. And so we thank all of our clients, all of our listeners. So Henrietta, today we're talking about discounted services, awesome services at discounted prices. What's your comment?
Okay, well, I will tell you, I learned very early on that people, when they see this blanket discount service, they start to either, one of two things happen. People who are skeptical of the discount and they're wondering, so what's wrong with it? They're going to walk away. People who are always used to getting discounts are going to look at, well, then how to get more of a discount.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And it's true. I just think that often, Cameron, you still on the line? Hello?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think it's absolutely true. I think one of the things, though, that I do feel, Henrietta, is that a lot of times we have people that are so skeptical. They always think that there's a hidden agenda. They always think that somebody's trying to get over. And that's the part that bothers me. I said to myself, Henrietta, why in the world would these women walk around with their hair tore up, and the Bennett Career Institute offer discount prices, they'll have off to the public year round. And now the professional salon is offering half off prices, and you still go around looking a mess. And so I got a problem with that. But a lot of that is because a lot of times, we're so skeptical. We're thinking that, we're going to offer 50%, and then when we get you in the door, we're going to hit you up with $200-300 for prices. And that's not the case.
See, here's the thing. When I first started out in business, I would always go back and look at Macy's. Macy's is famous for that one-day sale, mm-hmm. where people flock in there and they're just like, oh, for one day and for one day only, I'm going to get this huge discount with Macy's. Mm-hmm. The only thing is, Macy's, not only they bump up the price, so instead of a 50% discount, you're actually only getting about a 20% discount. But people don't question it. They don't look at it as being a jaded business practice. And Macy's has been famous for doing that. So with my business practice, what I found, I stopped giving these broad discounts. I make it I narrow the discounts down. And if I'm going to do discounts, I absolutely look at the demographics, and I send mass marketing only to certain particular areas. So there are honestly times when I may have someone who's paid full price sitting right next to someone who's paid 50% off.
Okay.
And the two of them get along just fine.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? It's funny you said that because we had mentioned at the Signature Salon that we did the 50% too long, because when we first started, the clients rushed in the door, and then after a while it kind of faded off. And so what we decided is that when we offer specials like this, we don't offer for a lengthy period, because after a while people don't respect the awesome opportunity that we're giving them by having a stylist to do the same exact service with nothing, no lesser products or anything for the half off. You know, it's really funny, Henrietta, because in 2011, the retail holiday season, the retail sales over the Thanksgiving weekend totaled $52.4 billion. It was a 16.4 increase from 2010. Which meant that shoppers spent an average of $398.62 over the holiday weekend. So that was a 9.1 increase last year, and the biggest gain since 2006. What's important is that everybody this weekend is going to go out there and spend their money like yours truly, because I need a television. So everybody's going to go out and spend that money, but we need to learn how to spend money wisely and spend money in communities and with people that work with us. Why do we oftentimes give out money to people who don't care nothing about us?
Because, you know, it's really funny with that. I keep telling people about it's funny how you how you don't support the people within your community.
All right.
But let some shiny shoe, shiny suit wearing con artist.
All right, Henrietta, girl, we got to go.
Only there for one day.
We got to go to break.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, we had to cut off. All right, C. Allen Morning Show. We'll be right back after these messages. Yes, indeed. All right, everybody, we're back here. I'm sorry, Henrietta, I had to hang up on you, but we have the transformer on the line. I tell you, she's supposed to be in the studio today, but she had to do some transforming this morning. We have Katina Rayford live on the line from the C. Allen MLK location, 2100 Martin Luther King. Good morning, Katina.
Good morning, C. Allen.
All right, Katina, listen, I want you to talk to us because I think it's really important. We're doing the 50% off on all services. We just started. It started today at the 2100 Martin Luther King location. Now, what I want you to do before you get started is, why did the 2100 MLK Salon that's already in the hood that can do you good, why offer the 50% off, and especially during the holiday time? Talk to us, Katina.
Okay, we would like to just like kind of give back to the community, give back to the people that we know are having a hard time. You know, we go by do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's a lot of clients that come in that's having hard times, a lot of job losses, and, you know, different transformations within their financial income. So we try to, you know, help out and, you know, give the clients the opportunity to still look and feel good about themselves, no matter what the situation they may be going through.
Okay, tell us about the pictures that's on the on my Facebook page. Tell us what happened with that client.
Well, actually, the client, Aisha, she was a client that heard the radio show last week. So she called in, so that was great. She's a school teacher, and she's a part-time seamstress, and she has really beautiful hair. It's natural. Hair grows really long. It's like it can grow long down to her back. She decided she wanted to look different but still be conservative. She wanted to be able to wear her hair like if she just wet it and go, or she didn't want any chemicals. She's really on natural products and things of that nature. But she said she just got tired one day, and she took the household scissors, or I guess it was like her scissors that she used and when she's doing her seamstress thing, and she cut her hair. And it was like different lengths, and it was like lifeless, it was brittle, it was just, you know, whatever. So she came to the doctor, myself, yours truly, and I transformed her.
Okay. And when I tell you, if you go to the page, you will see the beautiful job that you've done. One of the things that I said to you before, Katina, we don't have a lot of time. We're almost over. One of the things that I said to you before was that to me is your gift. Your gift is to transform people. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for going over to the CCA correctional facility for me, making those women beautiful before they go to court, because most of their heads are tore up from the floor up, and you go in there and you transform them into some beautiful, beautiful beings and to help them feel better. We believe that it's up to you to pamper yourself because it's your duty, because you deserve it. And one of the things that I appreciate about you is you're not just a great hairstylist and you love short hair and all of that, but you are into hair care and your prices are right. Talk to me about what kind of special are you going to offer. And keep in mind, Katina Rayford is a licensed instructor, DC licensed instructor, and she's the manager at the 2100 Martin Luther King. And this is what I'm talking about what my people do when they follow their lead and the vision. What are you going to be offering, Katina?
Well, this week, Allen, I thought about trying to do something for the clients, like so they could look nice for the holiday when their families come over. So I wanted to do like a thank you. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays, so okay. I want to always show like why I'm thankful for different reasons. I would be nothing without God and my clients who actually make me do what I do. So I wanted to offer a little special along with the 50% off. The 50% is more geared to first-time clients.
Yes.
So I always like to do something for the clients that are loyal, that keeps coming, also that may be falling on a little hardship financially. So I'm doing $30 all week, Tuesday to Saturday. For a regular service.
Oh my God, $30 for a regular service from the doctor, from the transformer.
And that's a shampoo, blow dry curl, or shampoo, wrapping curl.
Oh my God. Listen, you got to give them, take down her cell number. Don't call the salon, call her personally. She said that she's doing $30 special. And this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That's why you need to listen to the Sea Island Morning Show every single Monday from 10 to 11, because you never know what we're going to do for you. For this time of Thanksgiving, 202-640-8522. 202-640-8522. You need to start ringing that phone now. Call the transformer and watch how she will transform your situation. All of you with your hair all broken up and you need color real bad and your hair's falling off and all that kind of stuff. You've been wearing that wig for months. You need to go to the transformer, 202-640-8522. This is our Sea Island Martin Luther King location, 2100 Martin Luther King. The transformer has just arrived. When I tell you, we are so excited to have you here. Now, how long you been doing hair, Katina?
I've been doing hair since I was like 16 in high school. After school, I would always do hair.
So you've been doing hair for 24 years?
I guess you could say that.
All right. She's been doing hair for 24 years. She went to the Bennett Career Institute. She's an awesome graduate. She came back. She has her instructor's license. How long have you had your instructor's license?
I have my instructor license for 5 years.
For 5 years. And when I tell you she's a dynamite teacher. All right, Katina, we thank you so much.
I wanted to say thank you, Sea Island, for all you do for me. I really appreciate you. I really love you, and I thank God for you.
Thank you so much, Katina. Listen to me, everybody. 202-640-8522. Start calling her now, because before she changed her mind, first of all, we never even offered no $30. Katina?
Yes.
Okay, hang up on her because she done gone crazy. Hang up on her. Hang up on her, sir. Go ahead. Let me hear the hang up. Hang up. Thank you. All right, everybody. 202-640-8522. That is Katina Rayford. Listen, Siobhan Smitty. Listen, this is a good one. My time is almost up where we can't talk about it. But Siobhan says, I think one of the reasons people are afraid to take advantage of the discounted prices due to past discounted prices that ended up with bad results. Listen, Rashawn. She says, I went to a salon before to get my locks maintenance, and the talk of the salon alone killed me. It was not professional at all. Then the service was mediocre, but instead of $65 to $95 for my services, I paid $45. Needless to say, I never went again. Okay.
That's because you can come to me, Siobhan.
All right, everybody. So then that's another reason why some people, they say you offer discount services, but the service is mediocre. One thing I can tell you is that will not happen at the 2100 MLK location with Katina Rayford. You need to call her now. First of all, we're doing 50% off. We're doing the free hydration station, and now she's offering $30 basic specials for wrap and curl or blow dry and curl. You can't beat that with a broomstick. Call her right now, 202-640-8522. Now, let me say this, Rashawn. We're going to stop offering every week stuff to the clients, because let me tell you, clients don't take advantage of it because I do it too much. And so what they do is they say to themselves, oh, now I'll wait till next time. First of all, it's a holiday week. I'm not going to offer another service. I'm going to announce the 50% off at Martin Luther King, but I'm not going to offer any other special until the new year, because I'm so sick of y'all sit there, write that number down. Y'all call my phone, clogging up my inbox. Last week, I had no room for no messages because I had all these people talking about they want a hair service, and only 2 people came in. And we had 19 calls, and only 2 people came in. Y'all gonna stop playing on my phone, calling here, talking about something you want a service, and you don't show up with your hair looking a hot hickory hot mess. Get your butt up and call Katina Rayford right now, 202-640-8522. God awful mess, and you talking about something. It's time for you to cook for Thanksgiving, and then I didn't get a chance to get my hair done because you was cooking them greens and cleaning them chitlins with that hair all over your head. Get your butt up in there and get your hair done. Pick up that cane and go to Martin Luther King. I said it. Go to Martin Luther King, 2100 640-8522. Katina Rayford, that $30 special. Stop being cheap. Pull that $30 out your pocket. Go to that lady. I want you to call me and tell me how awesome the service was. I want you to tell me how awesome the service was, because I know the transformer, it's going to turn it out. And I bet you one thing, she ain't going to do $30 no more.
Absolutely not.
She not going to do $30 no more. I can tell you that right now.
No, well, I can't say that because Miss Katina Rayford always gives back to her clients.
She does.
So, I really think that's an awesome, there's my word again, thing that she is going to do for her Thanksgiving holiday.
Exactly. And all right, everyone, Bennett Career is closed on Friday, but on Saturday, my Black Saturday specials, we have Black Opal on sale. We have the Black Opal cheaper than Walmart. Black Opal foundation sticks is on sale. We have lashes, eyeshadow palettes, and we have beauty bags.
And we have the full set of the Black Opal as well, which is 10 different shades, all for $75.
Exactly.
And you can't beat that.
No, because that's a $7.50 value, so you can't beat that. So what's important is when you have opportunity, stop by the school this week. If you're not going to see Katina, 202-640-8522. Come by the Bennett Career Institute. All of our services are half off. Our $5 haircuts every day of the week. We're closed on Thursday and Friday. We'll be back open on Saturday. Parking is directly across the street. Don't let the construction get you in trouble, because we have plenty of parking. All right, everybody, they tell me my time is up. I got to go. So remember, you need to, okay, good. So let me just say this then. What's also important, I'm glad I finally got a little extra time. What's important is more than 40% of Black Friday weekend spending is going to be done online this year. So we want you to go to CALANmorningshow.com. We're going to have C. Allen favorites up there. All of my favorite things for Christmas. We're going to have that up there. And starting next week, every week we're going to be giving away my C. Allen favorites for Christmas. So you got to tune in every week. And I got lots and lots of gifts that we're going to give you for being a part of the C. Allen Morning Show. So I think it's important that you do that. Now, if you are a gentleman and you do not want to come into the barber clinic for your $5 service, go to the C. Allen Barber Salon, 923 U Street, Northwest. They have barber services half off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. All right, everybody, I tell you, I'm so excited, but my time is up. Listen, this Thursday's Thanksgiving. Don't you sit there and eat all that turkey, but make sure your hair's laid like Nene Leakes. All right, everybody, my time is up. I got to go. Remember, pamper yourself. It's your duty, because you're worth it. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Have an awesome week.